Full Metal Alchemist. I hear that's good. Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm done.
Oh, am I supposed to edit it now?
Nope, I already uploaded it. I made every possible joke.
Did you make a Night on Bald Mountain joke?
Shit.
So, why did you call me?
Because it's your turn.
To...
Do a review?
Wait, what?
This is how it works now. You do one, and then I'll do one.
Oh, what if mine gets blocked?
Don't worry, I've got something that should work. Now pick your thing and get on with it. Avatar. No, not that one. Though I'm glad we got that joke out quickly. No, I'm of course referring to Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is called one of the best shows to ever exist, and, well, it is. It was smart, emotional, exciting, and had a deep mythology and characters. So naturally, the next step is to give it a live-action movie. Too bad it was given to the guy who proposed the idea. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan, what happened to you? You had one, arguably two, but I haven't seen either, good movies, and you followed it up with movies like The Happening. What the hell? You've become Adam Sandler. I don't know about you, but that's the kind of guy I entrust my projects with. So, let's get started. This is The Last Airbender. So the movie begins with... Oh no, the movie's so bad it set the Nickelodeon logo on fire. I'm just kidding. The film actually begins with what's supposed to be a reenactment of the famous opening. I say supposed to be because everything about this is wrong. There are minor things like these, for example, but the biggest problem that most have with it is that they took the awesome opening that introduces you to the world and what happened until the events of the show and replaced it with a grammatically incorrect text scroll. Which is interesting seeing how the trailer made it look like they filmed it. So why didn't they use it? I mean, that's like the Lord of the Rings movies showing the intro in the trailers and then being like, oh gee, you remember how that happened? Also, this opening text kind of feels less dramatic and it seems to cut off halfway through.
And then 100 years ago, he just disappeared.
Then what happened? That's it? The hell? Also, a little side note here, is it just me or does he disappeared sound less dramatic than he vanished?
He vanished.
And yes, insert obvious joke here how they're expecting to have a sequel, hey hey hey. Anyway, the first real scene in the movie starts with Katara waterbending. In the show, she does this to help her brother fish. Here, she just kinda does it because, to show off the special effects. Oh, by the way, Katara is played by Nicole Piltz, who later went on to do such great work as Transformers 4. Her brother, Sokka, whatever, is played by Jackson Rathbone, who was in every Twilight movie. So for one, the film didn't do them any favors, and for the other, they weren't doing this film any favors. Oh, and you may have noticed, they're both white! Whew, glad I got that out of my system. So Katara begins to narrate some exposition that was revealed naturally in the show. This would be a minor annoyance, except for the fact that what she's saying just isn't true.
My brother and I live in the Southern Water Tribe, which was once a big city. Our fathers all fighting in the war. My mother was taken prisoner and killed when I was young.
Take me as your prisoner.
I'm afraid I'm not taking prisoners today.
So after some subpar writing and even worse delivery...
I watched what side of the fin tracks are more indented. That shows you which direction they're going. I saw how long the drag skids are. That shows you how fast they're going.
They discover something under the ice. So instead of accidentally cracking the ice in a demonstration of how powerful Katara can be, they just break it in a few tries.
weak is that ice? How did their footsteps not break through it?
Anyway, Katara cracks the giant kingdom egg open to reveal a boy in the iceberg. Hey, that sounds like a good name for an episode. And where in the show they learn his name is Aang and that he's an airbender and they get to know him personally, here he kind of goes,
I'm gonna take a nap. You.
So they take it back to their village where we see his tattoos, which are actually pretty cool looking. It's a shame that they're the wrong color. Seriously, look, they're black!
Tell me, when you ask someone about this show, do they reply, oh yeah, that's the show about the kid with the black arrow on his head?
Oh, by the way, Aang is played by Noah Ringer, a kid who's never acted before. Guess how he got the job?
No, seriously. Guess how he got the part of this beloved character? Give up? He sent a video of himself bald doing martial arts.
And he thought, oh man, this would be perfect for, Noah to audition for, and I didn't even know what an audition was. I was so excited. I mean, I really didn't think it was possible for a kid who had no acting experience to get this part.
Neither did I, Noah. It's a shame though, because Noah does seem to act like Aang. It's too bad that he was restricted by bad writing.
We got in a storm. We were forced under the water of the ocean.
Oh, I see.
It wasn't very smart.
You could just say that we were forced under the ocean. Now this is the point in the movie where the budget clearly went down. For you see, when they opened the iceberg, they drew the attention of a nearby Fire Nation ship, which contains the mildly deformed Prince Zuko, played by Dev Patel. Seriously, it looks like they began filming halfway through his makeup. He orders his soldiers to search the village, and one finds Aang by taking off his hood, only for him to put it back on so they could take it back off again. Okay.
Who are you? What's your name?
I don't need to tell you anything.
Airbender!
I'm taking you to my ship. If you don't come, I'll burn down this village.
I'll go with you. Don't hurt anyone.
Is it just me or was the editing a bit off there? I mean, shouldn't it have gone like this?
Who are you? What's your name?
I don't need to tell you anything.
Airbender!
I'm taking you to my ship. If you don't come, I'll burn down this village.
I'll go with you. Don't hurt anyone.
Anyway, they take Aang away and leave. Katara begs Sokka to help her rescue him. And just as Sokka disagrees with her, as there's no way to get to them on time, they hear something outside. Oh God! Is that Appa? What the hell happened to him? He looks like a bull fucked a Lapso Apso. Anyway, after that, we cut to Sokka and Katara telling Gran what they plan to do. And unlike what they did in the show, which made sense. But she's okay with it, and she gives them some exposition which should be common knowledge to them.
Once, a long time ago, the spirit world kept balance over us.
What is the spirit world, Grandma?
Well, it's not a place made up of things you can touch, but it exists nonetheless. It is filled with the most amazing forms of dazzling creatures that exist in the most exotic valleys, mountains, and forests.
Do you know how they could have explained this? By showing the freaking opening!
The Fire Nation doesn't wish to live by the spirits. That's why they are so frightened by the existence of the Avatar.
What can he do?
With his mastery of the 4 elements, he will begin to change hearts. And it is in the heart that all wars are won.
So according to this movie, the Avatar's a Care Bear? Speaking of the Avatar...
The Avatar...
Whatever. We cut back to Aang, who's being interrogated by General Iroh.
My name is Iro.
Whatever.
My nephew wants me to perform a little test on you.
What kind of test?
I assure you it won't hurt. I've performed it hundreds of times, and it only takes a few moments, and then you're free to go. Would you mind if I put a few things in front of you at the table?
So, the elements gravitate towards him? Wouldn't that make him a walking bullseye? And in case you're wondering, no, this didn't happen in the show. Also, they already knew that he was the Avatar.
The sages tell us that the Avatar is the last Airbender.
So this scene is even more pointless. Anyway, just as they announce what they plan to do with him out loud, Aang escapes them the best way he knows how. Slamming a door in their face. What is it with Shyamalan and villains who can't open doors?
Curses! Why did we design a ship for these things?